Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Clark Gillies Arena here in Dix Hills, New York. Brady Campbell with you for the call tonight, a varsity matchup for the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. It's the Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook Storm against the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. Happy New Year to those who were celebrating, of course, over the last few days. 2025, the NYIHSHL getting started. Hockey's is back for Long Island as we're just about set to go. Teams completing their warm-ups right now. We'll take a look into the teams here. First for Valley Stream, 3-6-0-1 on the season, 7 points on the year. That's good enough for 5th place in the varsity division. Their last time out back on December 20th before the extended holiday break. 5-1 loss versus Syosset Jericho. Anthony Scarcella had the only goal in that one. There was Patrick Donahue making 32 saves on 37 shots. And for Scarcella, 11 points on the year. That was his 6th goal on the season to go along with his 5 assists. Meanwhile, for the Hornets, last time out, it was a big win for them. 4-0 shutout back on December 18th over Massapequa. Wolney to Gary, 1 goal apiece, 2 assists apiece as well. Menexis had a goal. Winsky had the 4th goal, and Wheeler tacked on an assist as well. Both goalies saw a little bit of action. Brandon Rossi only faced 1 shot, made the save though, of course, and Maddox Franks faced 24 and stopped all of them. The Hornets are 3-5-0-0 on the year. That's 6 points, and they are, of course, 1 point behind the Storm and 1 spot behind the Storm in the standings. Sitting in 6th place is Half Hollow Hills. As teams completing warm-ups, just about set to go to drop the puck on the second half of the season, the 2025 portion of the season. Both these teams looking for a big 2 points here as we're just about set to go. We'll be right back for a puck drop here on LI Sports Network. And welcome back to the New York Islanders High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network, set to go between Valley Stream and Half Hollow Hills. Look at the starting goalies for the Hornets. Brandon Rossi gets the start tonight, just his third of the season. Meanwhile, for Valley Stream, it will be Patrick Algazzini in net, number 31 in blue, defending the net. To our left as we're underway, Storm in the road blue, going left to right, and the Hornets in the white with the red, going right to left. Once again, Storm leading the Hornets by 1 point. Storm in 5th place, Hornets in 6th in the varsity division. Brady Campbell with you from Clark Gillies Arena in Dix Hills, New York. A turnover here, a chance in front of the goal. Just like that. Half Hollow Hills off and running. They get the 1-0 lead. Peter Menexis off the turnover, finds his way to the front. Beautiful pass, able to tuck it under the pad there. Valgazzini, 1-0. Quick start for the Hornets. And the big opening first goal for 23 in white. Storm win the ensuing draw, send it down. No icing here. Coming out to of his net to play it is Rossi. Puck turned over though, or at least nearly turned over. Eventually cleared out of his zone. And dumped right back in by Valley Stream. Sewanhaka, Lynbrook. That one, look out, deflects on goal. And an alert goaltender there makes a stop and holds on. Rossi on the season, just those 2 games plays 0-1-0, 4.41 goals against, .807 save percentage. And for Algazzini down the other end, 4 games played, he's 2-2-0, 4.45 goals against. And a .877 save percentage as this one cleared out of his own off the faceoff. And retreating on the Jack Lawler. His pass turned over in the neutral zone. Blessy had it taken off his stick. And Steinberg dumps it in, not very far though. Turns up the heat on the defender as the puck moves to the corner. Finds Steinberg again, trying to drive towards the front, lost the handle. And eventually it's taken back by the Hornets and they start the other way. Turned over though just at the blue line, so Blessy will backhand it in. Cleared up the boards by Algazzini. That's William Algazzini, but it got turned over. Good pass there by Solomon as that shot gets whistled wide. Back to the point, Solomon passes it down low, looking for a deflection and went wide. Hornets on it again. Back for Solomon at the point. One-timer, he scores! Solomon, a seeing eye shot from the blue line. 2-0 Hornets. We see a little bit of a screen here up high by the defender. That's Algazzini. And that shot just finds its way all the way through. So a quick 2-0 lead for the Hornets here. Exactly how they want to start this hockey game. Storm control the ensuing draw. Fired on goal. Gloved by Rossi. He'll hold on to it. Quick start for Half Hollow Hills here, trying to kick off their new year with a big victory. And jump Valley Stream in the standings. Face-off won by Winsky. He goes up the boards with it. Takes the better of that hit. Puck now pinned to the kick plate, worked up the boards, and the Storm are out. Here come the Storm right back in over the line. Looking for help. Now playing it behind the net, there's Jake Zolls. Player went down for the Hornets, thrown towards the net. Sticked aside by Rossi. Cleared all the way down. This one will go for an icing against Half Hollow Hills. 12:41 to go, first period of play. 2-0 lead for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. Goals by Peter Menexis, his 4th on the year, to go along with his 2 assists. He got the scoring started tonight for the Hornets. Now face off. Work to the corner. Storm looking to answer back. Still very early here in the hockey game. Puck tied up behind the net. Steinberg poking at it. Bartow tried to strip him of it. It was centered. Strong defense there by the Hornets. And they'll clear it out of his own. Trying to start ahead is Lucas. It was knocked off his stick. Had some help, though. Now work towards the slot. Shot deflects over the net. Back towards the point. Bartow holds it in. But now some more room for the Storm to operate. And Christopher Bond turns back around, sends it up the boards. Hop the stick of Scarcella. Puck chipped up right here. A few collisions right in front of me here at the red line, and Menexis takes the puck away, enters the zone. Menexis tried for the inside-out move, and the puck came just off his stick. Rolls off to the corner where Steinberg takes it, looking for some options ahead for Scarcella. Puck exploded off his stick, though, and it's taken right back by Menexis. Delayed offside here, so Half Hollow Hills will have to touch up. And that allows Valley Stream some more time here to head up ice. Here's Steinberg. 74 in blue over the line, takes the wrist shot, blocker save, and big rebound controlled by the Hornets. Here they come back the other way. Jonathan Wheeler trying to split the defense. Almost got through. Held in the zone, but taken away. Here comes Scarcella. Scarcella flying over the wing, takes the shot, save made, rebound was there, and kept away just in time by Menexis. Cleared out of the zone. And Valley Stream will slow things down now. Here's Zoles trying to backhand it in. Right at the line there, and that play thrown offside as it hit one of the Hornets. 10:47 to go, first period of play. 2-0 lead for Half Hollow Hills. Dylan Solomon with his first point on the year. Was the second goal for the Hornets. He's out there right now, number 27. He'll leave it for his teammate, though, Brandon Reeder. Up the boards, deflected on by Wheeler. Alternate captain of this Hornets team gets on it first. His stick was tied up, though, and it came to the circle for a shot that missed wide. Off the stick of Fazio. Wheeler looking for some help. He's tied up there. Good, strong defense by the Storm. And they're able to take the puck away. Unable to clear it out, though. Could be numbers here down low for the Hornets. Sunring pass in front, they score. Reeder is the one that buries it home on the nice tic-tac-toe play down low. And Half Hollow Hills off and running 3-0 here in the opening period. See that down low. Good patience there by Wheeler. Waiting for Reeder to get into that perfect space there between the defenders. Puts it right on his tape. And he buries it. So a quick start for the Hornets. Here is Solomon. Dumps it into the zone. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes here for Half Hollow Hills. Looking for more as they control the puck once again, the attacking end. DeGarry took a bump, swung it towards the net. Jet Lucas hounding the defender there. That's Bond trying to shake him. And gave it away. Taken back by Menexis. Menexis moving towards the point, drops it off for Solomon. He'll ring it around the corner. Lucas trying to center it, sticked away. Back up to the point. Solomon drags, fires, and scores again. He's got his second, almost identical. This time it's a wrist shot, but it's able to find the back of the net. It's 4-0 Half Hollow Hills early. Get another look at it. A fail clear right to Solomon. Once again, using the defender as the screen. And I believe it might have been deflected there by the defender in front. Through the 5-hole of Algazzini. Either way, the Hornets will take it as they expand their lead to 4-0. Can the Storm answer here? They got the puck in the offensive zone. That puck hopped the stick of Steinberg. Cleared up the boards. Held in by Cameron Conroy. Down for Steinberg. In front looking for Algazzini. Chipped it just wide. Lucas up the boards. Taken back by Scarcella. Moves it down to the corner. All the way out for Conroy. Puck was in his skates. He holds it in. Backhands it to the corner. Steinberg on it. Leaves it for a teammate. Centers it back out. Steinberg takes the shot. Glove save by Rossi. And he holds on with 8:42 to go here in the opening frame. Good shift there in response to the latest goal of the Hornets by the Storm. Maybe we'll get a few decent looks there, especially the last one from Steinberg with a great glove save there by Brandon Rossi. Face-off win by the Hornets. They fired up the boards. Dean Rosengold left it for Mossbacher. He left it behind. Rosengold follows it up and dumps it in. Mossbacher on it. Back to the point. Bartow gloves it down and flips it back to the corner. Behind the net, Bond backhands it up the wall and then gloves it down, but held in once again. That shot will deflect and go well wide. Chipped up the boards. Logan Fink trying to get it out. Bartow swings it back in, delayed offside here. And Mossbacher didn't realize it. So they'll blow the whistle with exactly 8 minutes to play here in period number 1. So Dylan Solomon, no points coming into this game here tonight. Gets his first 2 goals on the year to go along with 2 more from the Hornets. And a big lead to start this one. And what has been a relatively even game, you might want to give the Hornets the edge of the play overall, and they've made the most of their chances as well. As this one slides in on the goaltender, who will cover it up, Al Gazzini. Back to the point. That shot on, blocked, taken away, and here come the Storm, but we have a whistle behind the play as there's some pushing and shoving. Appears that that's Jack Lawler there for Valley Stream. Going at it with, I believe that's Jonathan Wheeler, yep. And both players heading to the box. Looks to be roughing calls on both of them. And will we stay 5-a-side? Will it be 4-on-4 here? Didn't quite get the signal from the official. Looks like it's going to be 5-on-5. And indeed it is. So coincidental minors there behind the play. Did disrupt a possible rush chance, though, for the Storm. Halfway through period number 1. Starting pass, big save that time by Donaghy. And another save, rebound again, and that shot, I don't believe it got through, and then cleared out of his own. Number 30, Patrick Donaghy, 6 games played coming into the year. Meanwhile, the Storm coming back the other way, and returning the favor is Brandon Rossi. Huang ahead for Winsky, and he shoved off the puck by Christopher Tyne. Back to the point. Shot, deflects, goes wide. Donaghy is 1-4-0 on the season with a 4.12 goals against, .875 save percentage coming into the hockey game. Has let up 4 here in the early going. Here's Racklin looking for another, and that one deflects up and into the netting for the whistle. Strong start to this game for the Hornets. Storm have had a few chances as well, but not quite as many, and Brandon Rossi's been equal to the task on all of them. I wouldn't really say they've had many grade A chances just yet either. Meanwhile, Half Hollow Hills has gotten shots from the point. They get another there right off the face-off from Lucas, and getting a piece of it was Donaghy. Looks like he might be starting to settle into this one a little bit. Centering pass there, and that one hopped off the stick of one of the Hornets there in front. And the Storm will move it up ahead, but it's picked off by Lucas. And Jet Lucas will leave it for his defense. D to D now for Solomon. And that pass hopped the stick of Lucas. No icing, though. Conroy back on it. Dumps it out of the zone. The foot race here. Solomon will win it and take it behind his net. Looking for some help. Fires it up the ice. Picked up by Mossbacher. Good skate to stick there. Now around the net. Mossbacher spins it out in front for Lucas, and another good save by Donahue. Mossbacher dealing with a few defenders taken away. Here come the Storm. And the defenseman Conroy chips it ahead, trying to be the first one on it. And Reeder just beat him to the puck. The defenseman moves it ahead. 3 of the 4 goals so far from defensemen for Half Hollow Hills. Here's Steinberg. Puck just hopped over his stick. Menexis takes it away. The only forward with a goal. He got the scoring started. Algazzini trying to move it. Reeder took it from him and plays it behind the net for Solomon. Chipped up the boards and out of the zone. Scarcella back on it. Ahead for Algazzini. Steps over the blue line. Algazzini in the circle. Backhands it on, and Rossi swallows it up and covers with 4:58 to go in the period. So another outside chance. Not really a great look there, but just trying to throw pucks on net at this point. Get themselves back in the hockey game. Still first period, but they have been unable to get much going thus far. Here come the Hornets back the other way. Reeder over the line. He has Blessy with him. Takes a bump, and the Storm take it back the other way. Algazzini flying the zone. Tries to chip it ahead to himself. Finally picks it up in his skates and plays it to the corner. Centering pass, sticked away by Rossi. And taken back by the Hornets. Cleared out, but not very far. They touch up. Algazzini right back in and lost the handle on it. Here's Rossi. Head for a teammate, and that one gets dumped into the zone by Mossbacher. Around the goal, played ahead, and here's Steinberg. Rather, Algazzini, excuse me, the captain chips ahead, trying to send Steinberg after it. He was beaten to the puck, though. Blessy on it, dealing with a few players of Valley Stream, but is able to work it around his net and have some room to skate here up the left side. Turned it over. Algazzini in his skates, trying to take it with him. He's dealing with Fazio, and Blessy took it away. 2-on-2 over the line and just offside. Fazio a step over the line there with 3:45 to go. So it was pretty much all Half Hollow Hills early on this period. The Storm changing the momentum just a little bit here. At the very least, spending some more time in the offensive zone. Meanwhile, faceoff just outside their own zone after the offsides. Pinned to the kick plate there right in front of their bench. And Conroy tries to throw it ahead, and eventually comes free. Getting back on this one's Iosa. Giovanni Iosa takes a bump there from Wolski. Played ahead. Stumbling down is Reeder. Taken away. Here comes Conroy. And he's taken down to draw the game's first penalty here. That could be exactly what the doctor ordered for Valley Stream, as they'll get the game's first power play. Great play there by the defenseman Conroy. Nearly had a look towards the net there on the backhand before he was taken down. Meanwhile, it's Racklin who will head off for the tripping call. And the first power play of the game will go to Valley Stream. Here is Conroy. Center point takes a shot. Glove save by Rossi. This one sent all the way down right off the draw by the Hornets. 3 minutes to go in the opening period. 4-0 lead for Half Hollow Hills. As they clear the heads, taken away by Mossbacher, or Menexis rather, excuse me, who dumps it in. And look at this, short-handed, the forecheck here from Half Hollow Hills. Here's Jet Lucas. Stepping around Algazzini in the circle, now dealing with Conroy, takes it around the net, killing some more time. Cuts back in the corner, and is still able to hold on to it. What an effort here by Jet Lucas. And now Menexis on it, he'll carry it out of the zone. So Half Hollow Hills playing keep away here on the kill. Manexus chips it ahead for himself. What a play that was. And now Manexus with speed in the circle will take it around the net. Look for some help. And the man going towards the front, but the pass blocked off. And finally the Storm trying to take possession back. But this one lifted high into the ceiling and out of play. 2:01 to go here in the first period. 3:52 to go on the penalty, which my mistake, folks, was indeed, or nope, maybe that was not my mistake. Excuse me. They accidentally threw up 5 minutes on the board there. It looks like it was just a trip. Indeed it was. So just 52 seconds to go on the penalty as they adjust the penalty time now. And now we're set to go. Face off to the right of Rossi. And it's controlled by the Storm. Trying to get on the board here late in the period. That shot goes wide. Al-Ghazini on the rebound. Back to the point. That one deflected though. Optic of Bond goes all the way down. Quickly fired ahead by the goaltender Donahue. Now here's Bond through the neutral zone. Tapped on for Al-Ghazini. Sends ahead, thrown back to the point. Bond fanned on the shot. It still comes through to the slot. One more. And that pass got knocked away and cleared out of the zone. 90 seconds to go in the period. And here comes Zoles. Drag shoots. Shot deflects, and then he delivers a big hit there on one of the Hornets. Meanwhile, the puck moved behind the net. That was Aiden Gold who got knocked to the ice. Back to the point. 1:10 to go in the period. Shot blocked by Lucas. As we're back to 5 aside. Good kill there by the Hornets. Al-Ghazini on it. In the circle. Back to the point. Bond. Center point. Moving towards the net. Looking for the deflection. It went high. Steinberg to the corner. Reverses back down for Scarcella. Dealing with Bartow. Helped out by Steinberg. Trying to dig it free, comes back towards Bond at the point, keeps it moving. Al-Ghazini in the slot, trying to get a shot away, couldn't. 30 seconds to go in the period. And taken by Bartow, sent ahead. Perhaps a chance here for the Hornets, and a great defensive play, perhaps too good of a defensive play. And then the big hit delivered behind the play, and penalty coming up here. 19.1 to go in the period. And it looks like it'll be a penalty coming up here against Valley Stream, and it will be. As we await the exact call, it'll be Jake Zoles heading off. There's a strong back check, but slashed the stick right out of the hand of Manexus, who was taking it up the ice. Or rather, Benson Huang, excuse me. And then delivered the big hit on Huang as well. Looks like slashing is at least one of the calls here. Perhaps a misconduct as well. And that does look to be the call. Either way, it's looking like a power play for Half Hollow Hills in the final seconds of the first. That could very well bleed into the second, but they're looking to tack one more on here, as it'll be another player serving one of the penalties here as well, the slashing call. And heading off will be Jack Mahalik, number 2, to serve that penalty. 19.1 to go, a chance for Half Hollow Hills to extend their lead. It's the Hornets' first power play of the game. Blessy, look out here, turned it over. Al-Ghazini flying down the wing. Perhaps a shorthanded chance on the outside, and a good stick save from Rossi. Final seconds of the period, one last rush for Half Hollow Hills. And just offside with 2.1 remaining in the period. Blessy was trying to hurry it up there. You could see him looking up at the clock, but perhaps too eager were some of his teammates. Face-off, they try to win it forward. They won't be able to get a shot away before the horn. That'll do it for the first period. A strong first period by the Hornets of Half Hollow Hills. They jump out to a quick 4-0 lead. Still 30 minutes to play. We'll see if Valley Stream can climb back into it, but they have 1:41 of penalty time to kill when we come back for the second period here on LI Sports Network. And welcome back for the start of period number 2 here on the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you from the Clark Gillies Arena here in Dix Hills, New York. It's a 4-0 lead for Half Hollow Hills over Valley Stream, Sewanhaka, Lynbrook. And Valley Stream 1 point, ahead of the Hornets coming into this game. The Hornets off to a great start, can jump them in the varsity division of the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. And it'll be still some power play time here for the Hornets to begin the second as we're underway. Pass a bit too far for Wheeler, but he'll poke it to the corner and head after it. And locks up with Christopher Bond, but Wheeler gets to it first. Moves it for Blessy. Down in front, and that pass just gets deflected. Algazzini looking for a shorthanded rush the other way. Pass in the skates, but retrieved by Scarcella. Back to Algazzini, who scores! That's a big one, a shorthanded goal for the Storm. Get them on the board and back in the hockey game. Get another look at it. Nicely operated 2-on-1. Scarcella back to Algazzini. And a perfect shot there, blocker side on Rossi. So the Storm back in it. Still some time to kill off here on the penalty. Here's Jet Lucas. Chips it into the zone, steps around Conroy, now in the circle. Lucas takes it around the goal. Jet Lucas, as his defender there was in a change, had to go back down the wall with it. Instead it was taken away and cleared out of the zone. Hustling after it, Reeder has to keep it away from Algazzini. And keeps it moving. Menexus over the line. Menexus to the slot on the backhand. Cuts back. In the circle, his pass picked off. Could be another rush here for the Storm. But Scarcella not in any kind of rush there as Algazzini gassed as well. Will head to the bench. Instead, Scarcella able to just slide it towards the net where it's covered by Rossi. 13:50 to go in period number 2. 4-1 lead for Half Hollow Hills and for William Algazzini. His 12th goal on the year, his 17th point. That is his team leading 17th point. Anthony Scarcella right behind him with his 6 assists to go along with his 6 goals and 12 points on the season. It will be an offensive zone draw here, shorthanded for Valley Stream. And the face-off won by the Hornets and chipped out of the zone. Hustling after that one, Jack Lawler trying to keep it moving. He was taken off his stick. Here's Wheeler. Wheeler to the corner, cuts back, throws it to Blessy. Alexander Blessy to Reeder. Back for Blessy. His pass blocked, and it could be another 2-on-1 here for the Storm. Here's Steinberg over the line. Drag shoots, and the save, and the cover made by Rossi. That could have been disastrous with another shorthanded 2-on-1 chance. Steinberg elects for the shot there. Pretty good one as well, but a good save by Rossi. Another offensive zone draw for the Storm, but it's won once again by Half Hollow Hills, and Reeder will go across to Menexus. And we'll keep it moving back to Reeder. Over the line, Brendan Reeder to the corner, around the net. Drops it behind. Who's going to take it? It'll be Wheeler on it. Steps around the checker, Lawler. Now throws one towards the net. Blocked down, never got through. Lawler clears it all the way down through a few bodies. Still a minute 15 to go here on the penalty. Reeder for Blessy, who stumbles down. Look out. Had some help from Reeder. There were no Storm in the area to try to take the puck away. Around the net for Wheeler. Leaves it for Blessy. Moving to the center point. Drag, shoots, it gets through. Swallowed up by the goaltender Donahue. He's got it. 54 seconds remain on the man advantage for the Hornets, who had a great start to this hockey game. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Tacked on another a few moments later. But the Storm have hung around in the hockey game. Have gotten a big shorthanded goal here to start the second. Almost had another. And they're looking to kill off the remainder of this penalty. Here's Reeder, though. Return feed to him at the point. Down from Mossbacher. Back towards the point. Now down for Reeder at the half wall. Swings it down to the corner. Behind the net. Gold. Gets it all the way through. Big time save. What a stop that was. And cleared all the way down by the Storm as they get a big time save from Patrick Donahue, keeping them in the hockey game. 15 seconds to kill as here come the Hornets back in. That pass towards the front. Got deflected, went wide. Mossbacher on it. Moves it down. 2 seconds and 1. Back to 5 aside. To the point. Mossbacher drags, shoots along the ice. Save made in the cover by Donahue. And he holds on, but let's get a look at that latest save he had there. Late on the power play. A great pass here by Aiden Gold all the way through for Mossbacher. And he's able to get across. What a stop by Patrick Donahue, keeping his team in it. Still a 3-goal deficit here for Valley Stream with 11:24 to go in the middle frame. Right off the face-off, look out, that shot deflected and went wide. Hornets trying to mount some momentum back after being unable to score. Actually went -1 there on the power play. Solomon in the corner has some trouble with Steinberg. Solomon able to keep it moving. Now chipped on of his own. Here come the Hornets. That pass towards the front. Kicks back out to the point. Bouncing puck. Solomon tried to move it to Reeder. Only one there was Steinberg. And could be a 3-on-2 here if they push it. Steinberg for Algazzini. Scarcella with them. From the circle, that shot gets deflected, goes wide. Conroy takes a big hit there along the half wall and took exception to that. And there's at least one penalty coming up here. Conroy skating over to the box. It looks like someone from Half Hollow Hills will join him. It appears to be Jake Wolney. And indeed, both players roughing. Wolney delivered a big-time hit there on Conroy as he was wrapping it around the boards. Conroy took exception, and both players get the roughing calls. It once again will be coincidental minors, though, so Still 5 aside. Storm win the face-off, work it behind the net. But Solomon now in the corner will keep it moving. Bouncing puck though, Algazzini holds it in. Down for Steinberg in the slot, drag, shoots, and that went wide. Solomon ahead for Jet Lucas. Springs it on for DeGarry. Menexis there with him. Swings it towards the front. Good stick defensively. Held in the zone though, Lucas on it. So we approach 10 minutes to go in period number 2. Menexis drag, shoots, and scores. What a move that was by Menexis, and he buries it, glove side. And the 4-goal lead restored here for Half Hollow Hills. Good vision there by Jet Lucas. And Menexis, beautiful dragon shot there. .10:04 to go, second period. That's his second of the game. He opened the scoring and now gets the latest goal. Can Valley Stream get another response here, but they're going to need to mount a couple goals. Still got time to do so, of course, as they have it in the offensive zone, but the puck knocked away and Blessy on it. Starts ahead with it. Gets the wheels turning up the ice. Blessy over the blue line. Cuts back, looking for help, spins a pass towards the front. Comes to the side, and that shot got blocked. Now Volaro back the other way will dump it in and chase after it. And he'll be the first one on it, 80 in blue. Has some help there behind the net. But it's worked back to the corner. Back on it, Iosa. But it's taken off his stick and moved up the board, sent all the way down. And this will go for an icing call against the Hornets. 9:12 to go in period number 2. Faceoff will come back down to the Half Hollow Hills end with the 5-1 lead. Faceoff will be to the left of Brandon Rossi. Puck goes to the corner. Taken back by Half Hollow Hills. Moving behind his net now, looking for some help, is number 15, Benjamin Racklin. Now starts ahead with it. Pass a bit too far there for Rosengold. And dumped right back in by Valley Stream. Brandon Reeder back on it. Now over the line. Here come the Hornets again, looking for another chance centering pass. Just out of the reach of Mossbacher. Meanwhile, here comes Algazzini back up the ice. 8.5 to go, period number 2. He wraps it around the board. Steinberg will be the first one on it. Tries to put it back behind the net. Racklin was there to thwart that opportunity. Another pass towards the front. And that one just hopped the stick of Scarcella. Back the other way come the Hornets. That shot blocked, goes behind the net. Shot off the stick of Huang. Now here come the Storm back the other way. They have numbers. Steinberg over the line. Fanned on the first pass attempt. Now cuts towards the slot. Steinberg now in the far circle. Takes it down. Throws one towards the net. Deflected up and out of play. Good look there for Steinberg and Valley Stream. Still unable to break through and build a little bit more momentum here and climb back into the hockey game. So we're approaching the halfway point of the game. 7:55 to go, second period. First game of 2025 for these two teams as the New York Islanders High School Hockey League gets underway. Suffolk County High School Hockey League will get underway on January 5th, so Long Island High School Hockey's back as that shot deflects in on Rossi and he'll cover. And another defensive zone draw for Rossi and the Hornets. This time will be moved to the near side here to the right of Brandon Rossi. And one back to the point. Quick shot here, deflects over the net. Good clean face-off win there, right to Jack Lawler. Bond with a good read, stepped up but it hopped his stick. Now DeGarry picks it up in the circle, throws it towards the front, deflected in. What a play there. A great deflection in front as well. And another goal for Half Hollow Hills. Gary. Great pass right on the tape. Big time goal for the Hornets. And their lead now up to 5. 6-1 halfway through the game. That pass by DeGarry on the wrong side. Menexis. Jet Lucas with the goal. He has the puck now. Has DeGarry driving towards the net. Picks it up, tries to center, is picked off. And here comes Conroy. Taken back by DeGarry. Starts ahead with it. DeGarry over the blue line. Towards the slot. Inside out move. Puck just rolled a bit too far from him. Now he centers and they score. And it's a hat trick for Menexis. How about that? Peter Menexis, 23 and white, gets his third of the game. 7-1 lead for Half Hollow Hills. DeGarry, nice inside out move there. Just lost the handle, but just throws it back towards the front. That one ends up right on the stick of Menexis. That line is humming here throughout tonight's game. Big time lead now for Half Hollow Hills. Still 7 minutes to go, second period. And they got the puck again. Blessy in front. And that one stayed out. What a save. Let's look at it again. Donahue. All alone there, Lucas. And what a save that was. Face-off controlled again by Half Hollow Hills. Back to the point. Bartow flips it to the corner. Gold pinching down. Instead they elect to go to Blessy. Reverse back around. Now Wheeler. Spins back. Lost the handle though. Here come Valley Stream back the other way. They spring Steinberg. Gets a breakaway and the penalty behind the play ends that opportunity. Algazzini heading off to the box. Fazio has a few words for him. And Steinberg had a chance to get another for Valley Stream. Try to get them ever so slightly back in the hockey game. But instead, a penalty by Algazzini well behind the play thwarts that opportunity. And so Half Hollow Hills looked like they were going to get a power play. But now it looks like one of the members of the Hornets will be joining him in the box. Can't see exactly who that is. We'll get the number in a second. I believe that's Jonathan Wheeler, yep. Sitting in the box for Half Hollow Hills as the officials try to get the penalty sorted out. 6.5 to go. Second period of play, all Half Hollow Hills. As the storm of Valley Stream, Sewanhaka, Lynbrook able to get some momentum back before the latest stretch of goals for the Hornets. And just when it looked like they might be able to bury a goal on the breakaway for Steinberg, they take a penalty. So once again, B5 aside. Faceoff will be just outside of the Half Hollow Hills end. So more coincidental minors for the third time tonight. There's Steinberg still out there. He backhands it in. But thrown back towards the point. Look out, it hit the ref there. And a few players lock up at the half wall. Refs imploring them to move in. Eventually comes free for Mossbacher. Over the red line, now over the blue with some speed. Has some players going towards the goal. Flips it towards the front. It's gloved and held by Donahue with 6:02 to go in the period. Patrick Donahue comes into this one 1-4-0, had the 32 save performance despite the 5-1 loss last time out against a very good team in Syosset Jericho. But trailing 7-1 here in the second period of play. And the steal again. Here's Jet Lucas trying to throw it towards the front. It was knocked away. Cleared out. Could be a breakaway just out of the reach of Scarcella. No icing, and having to move it quickly there is Ross. Steinberg to the circle. Steinberg shoots and scores. So there is Steinberg's goal. And Valley Stream inches a little closer to make it a 7-2 game. James Steinberg with the steal there and just able to get that quick shot off. Going glove side there on Brandon Rossi. Wheeler and Alcazzini will remain in their respective penalty boxes here for the ensuing draw. See if the Storm can gain some momentum, make it a little bit of a hockey game here. Still 5.5 to go here in the middle frame. They've had their chances, haven't been able to bury too many of them. Here's Bond. To the half wall. Pressured by a few Hornets, just works it behind the net. Quick pass ahead for Lucas. Springs it on for Mossbacher. DeGarry with him. Pass across. DeGarry, Mossbacher driving, and a good defensive play there by Bond. Off the glass and out. And could be numbers. Here's Steinberg over the line. Leaves it for Villaro. Drops it. Steinberg towards the front. Stopped in. Oh, initially covered, but the puck got worked free out from under the glove of Rossi. Meanwhile, could be a 2-on-1 here for Half Hollow Hills. DeGarry drags, passes it across, and that pass a little too hot to handle for Jet Lucas. Steinberg gets it out, not much further though, just touching up as Menexis brings it back in, looking for his fourth as he fired it high. Reeder throws it back to the corner, reversed around. Menexis and Bond meet, and Menexis takes the puck. Villaro works up the boards, not out though. DeGarry, center point, moves to the circle. Shot save made, rebound, a few more. Stops. DeGarry again in the slot. Trying to go to his forehand, instead has to curl back and leave it for Reeder. Drags, tries to throw it towards the net, picked off. And the Storm tries to start the other way. It's held in though. Racklin lost the handle. And another chance for the Storm to clear. Looking for the reverse hit there was Waller, but he whiffed on DeGarry. Was able to get the puck out though. And here's Reeder, throws it ahead. Deflected on, could be an on-man rush, but Waller able to keep the puck away. Steinberg, puck in his skates, he's trying to find it. Cleared out of the zone, and now Menexis starts ahead. 2-on-2. Menexis trying to step through, was able to find the puck. Backhand pass on the wrong side to Gary, who's now heading off for a change. Behind the net, Christopher Bond waiting for it. Flips that one all the way down. Looks like this will be an icing here against Valley Stream. And it will be. Faceoff will come back down to their end. 3:07 to go, second period of play. Between Valley Stream, Sewanhaka, Lynbrook, and Half Hollow Hills. As Half Hollow Hills looking to keep their win streak going. Last time out, all the way back on December 18th, was a 4-0 shutout victory. Won't quite get the shot here tonight, but definitely a strong performance through almost two periods as we get a big hit there behind the play and the penalty coming up against the Hornets. Slow to get up behind the plays. Logan Fink trying to shake off that hit. Or rather, Ryan Scarcella, excuse me. Skating a bit gingerly there towards the bench. Meanwhile, Wheeler will head back to the box. Interference is the official call. And the power play coming up here for Valley Stream. A chance to climb a little bit into the hockey game. As they trail 7-2. And they win the faceoff here. 2-minute power play. Algazzini takes a bump. Kept the puck moving though. Steinberg out for Conroy. Return pass from Scarcella to Conroy. Steinberg left circle, waits, shoots. And Rossi didn't know he had it, but he did and was able to get the whistle. 20 seconds gone on the penalty. 2:40 to go here in the middle period. Big penalty kill here as Valley Stream scored the latest goal, make it 7-2. They make it 7-3. Could make things a little bit interesting to start the third. Be a crucial first few minutes of the third period. Conroy down for Steinberg. Behind the net, Scarcella back for Steinberg. D to D. Here's Conroy. Waits down to the circle. Steinberg settles it. Goes all the way across. Scarcella shoots, blocked by Solomon. Took a big hit there as he was able to clear it out. Conroy waiting back on it. Trying to settle the rolling puck there as he starts up ice. Conroy splits through one. Conroy drag shoots and a save by Rossi. Nearly a highlight reel goal as Rossi holds on. Conroy able to weave his way through a few defenders, get a pretty good shot away. But still a 7-2 hockey game with 1:02 to go on the penalty. 2:02 to go in the period. Face-off win by the Hornets, and they clear it out. We get the whistle there. Face-off will come back down into the Storm end after the call. Face-off will be to the left of Donahue. And the face-off controlled by the Hornets as they're able to try to work it to the corner. Comes back to the point. Even Goldwines fires, rips one wide. Held in by Bartow. Looking for a shorthanded goal of their own here is Half Hollow Hills. Bartow, his slap shot blocked by Conroy, who starts ahead. Half a minute to go on the penalty. Conroy over the line. Steinberg working towards the slot. Drops it off for Algazzini. Looks like he wanted to pull the trigger, but the puck rolled off his stick. Now Steinberg. He's being defended. Moves it down towards the net. Algazzini trying to find it. Conroy was wide open on the far side, but they weren't able to get it to him. Now that shot deflects behind the goal. 10 seconds to go on the penalty. Interference call against Wheeler. Conroy has to settle the puck. Throws it towards the net looking for a deflection. Save made. 1 minute to go in the period. We're back to 5 aside. Big kill. Not done yet though here. As the Storm still have possession of the puck. Scarcella all the way across. That bouncing puck hopped the stick of Anthony Scarcella. Algazzini tried to reverse course. Taken away. Steinberg behind the net. Tried to move it to Conroy. He has to pinch down. Half a minute to go in the period. Hornets are able to clear. Puck in the skates of Huang, who wasn't able to find it. Stick went flying back towards the Valley Stream end. Meanwhile, Algazzini starting back the other way and hit the outside of the post. That close to making it a 7-3 game. But one last rush here for the Hornets. Menexis bidding for a fourth possibly. He's stripped of the puck by Steinberg. His pass just out of the reach of Algazzini. Scarcella over the blue line and won't have enough time to get a shot away as the second period comes to an end. Better period by the Storm, but they're still trailing by 5 heading into the final 15 minutes of play. Can they mount the comeback, or can Half Hollow Hills hold on to build their win streak back up to 2 and jump the Storm in the standings? We'll find out next here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of the third period of action here on the LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you from the Clark Gillies Arena here in Dix Hills, New York. It's a 7-2 lead for Half Hollow Hills over Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook in varsity action as we're underway for period number 3. It was all Hornets in the opening periods. They took a 4-0 lead to the second. Better period in the second by the Storm, but still gave up one goal too many, or a few goals too many, really. Still a small chance here in this hockey game with 15 minutes to go. But the goalie, Brandon Rossi, for Half Hollow Hills has been outstanding as well. As this one cleared all the way down, looks like it will be an icing call. Yep. Against Valley Stream. So the faceoff will come back in their end. Patrick Donahue, number 30 in blue, meanwhile down the other end. Southpaw goaltender. Took him a little bit to settle in, but he settled in nicely, making some big saves to keep his team at least remotely close in the hockey game. Off the face-off, cleared to the blue line, held in initially, but Algazzini followed it up ahead for Steinberg now. Steinberg, nice move. Steinberg towards the front, takes the shot. Save made, rebound loose, and they score. Or do they? Algazzini followed up the rebound. Maybe they're discussing a kicking motion, perhaps a goalie interference. I doubt a goalie interference. It was hard to see, though, where it hit Algazzini. This could be a big goal here for the Storm, trying to get back into the hockey game with 14-12 to play. As all 4 officials now discussing it. And it's a good goal. So Valley Stream gets a big goal to get back into the hockey game and make it a 7-3 game. And so just like that, they're back in the hockey game. They have themselves a chance here as they're trying to gather some momentum. So 7-3, 4-goal game. They're explaining it to the Half Hollow Hills coaches on the bench. Can't say for sure, but it looked like they were probably discussing a kicking motion potentially, as Algazzini was tied up as he was driving the net. But the goal stands, the puck's down, 7-3 lead now for Half Hollow Hills. This one dumped in on goal. Rossi will pounce on it and cover. And it looks like it indeed was Algazzini's goal, which would be his 2nd of the game and his 13th of the season. His team leading 18th point on the year as well. And the closer that Valley Stream gets, or could potentially get, the more you have to think about that breakaway that James Steinberg had, that Algazzini took a penalty behind the play that took that breakaway opportunity away. Just over a minute, though, into the period. That one looked to be deflected. Could be an icing, though, and it will be an icing against Half Hollow Hills. So the faceoff will come back down the Hornets' end. $13:49 to go in the hockey game. I mentioned earlier how Half Hollow Hills 4-0 shutout back on December 18th. Their last time out against Massapequa. Trying to put another victory in the pocket. Hop the Storm in the standings. Pick up a big 2 points. Their next game will be 2 nights from now on the 5th of January, 8:15 against Roslyn East Williston Carl Place, as we get another penalty coming up here. And I believe this one will be against Half Hollow Hills. And indeed it will be. A hooking call against Dylan Reeder. So a golden opportunity here for Valley Stream to get one closer. 13:38 to go. 2 minutes for hooking up on the board. And the Hornets will be shorthanded. Once again, January 5th, 8:15, Roslyn, East Williston, Carl Place. But the Hornets not looking past this third period just yet, as this one cleared all the way down off the faceoff. Storm trying to rally back for a big comeback victory. Have 13 and a half minutes to do so. Their next game also on January 5th. That'll be an 8 p.m. puck drop against Massapequa. Team that the Hornets just shut out in the middle of December. Big hit delivered there on Zoles by Solomon. Meanwhile, Steinberg working towards the slot. Steinberg throws it down, return feed to him, and couldn't settle. It hops his stick and goes out of the zone. Steinberg across for Conroy. That's the flip of the head there, but a good read. And here comes Jet Lucas. Dumps it in, chases after it. Lucas first one on it, leaves it. Menexis fires, and that one off the crossbar. Boy, there was not much room over that right shoulder of Donahue. He put in basically a perfect spot, but off the bar and out. That close to the fourth goal of the game for Peter Menexis. Meanwhile, 50 seconds to go on the penalty. Drop pass Algazzini. He's bidding for a hat trick. Leaves it for Zalls. That pass got all the way through. No one home. Conroy fires back towards the net, and Rossi's got it. 41 to go in the penalty. 12:18 to go in period number 3. Dylan Reeder standing in the box, hoping his team could get the big kill. To keep themselves ahead by 4. Valley Stream trying to climb back into the hockey game. Here's Bond. Throws it towards the net, looking for the deflection. Got it by Algazzini, but it goes up and into the netting out of play. So the faceoff will come to the left here of Rossi now. .12:09 to go in the hockey game. 32 seconds on the penalty. Face off to the point and just hops the stick of Bond and out of the zone. Bond dealing with the oncoming Fazio, able to shake him, bring it into the zone, tried to center it. It hit Fazio. Algazzini followed it up. Tried to drop it for Scarcella. And 2-on-2 battle along the boards, comes free, and Fazio backhands it all the way down. 5 seconds to go in the penalty, and that should basically do it. And it will, so a strong kill for Half Hollow Hills, keeping them ahead by 4 early in period number 3. Bartow able to kick it and hold it in. Bond keeps it moving, and we get a whistle here behind the play. And the faceoff, therefore, will come all the way down to the Half Hollow Hills end. It looked to be a delayed offside call, which they deem intentional. So offensive zone draw coming here for the Storm with 11:24 to go. Tie up on the draw. Racklin took it away and skates behind his own net with it. Tried to backhand it ahead. And eventually gets it through for Alexander Blessy. Ahead for Wheeler. Spent some time in the penalty box over the last few minutes. Dropped it off for a shot, and a save made by Donahue. Back to the point. Thrown down for Blessy. Waits. Tried to pass it towards the front. Save made. Picks up the rebound. Another save by Donahue. Blessy still on it. To the circle now. Moves away. Throws it towards the front looking for a deflection. He got it, but it went just wide. Off the stick of Wolney. Going back towards the net. Blocker save. And now looks like more penalties coming, as had a little rough stuff there behind the net. Some more pushing and shoving still. And eventually the players will get separated here with 10:38 to go in period number 3. And we'll see who heads off the ice. It looks like Wolney will be one of the players there heading off for Half Hollow Hills. Conroy will join them for Valley Stream. And it looks like roughing again. So 7-3, half Hollow Hills, 10:38 to go. And once again, looks like basically coincidental minors behind the play, so we'll stay 5 aside. A little delay here is looks like the scorer's table calling over one of the officials. Make sure they have the penalties right. And it looks like we have a little bit of a delay there as far as that's concerned. They have the 2 minutes up for Conroy. That's all they have thus far. Now trying to get things sorted out. It looks like we do. And here we go. Puck down. Back to the point. Racklin settles. Here's Blessy. Steps in. Drag. Shoots. Blocked down. Didn't get all the way through. Takes it at the circle now. Moves back around the point. Takes a shot. That one hit the post and stayed out. A few posts here from both sides. Especially down that one end. 2 of them coming for half Hollow Hills in this third period, and the score remains 7-3. Here is Menexis, who hit the crossbar in the opening minutes of the third. Drops it for Reeder. Brandon Reeder takes a shot. Save made. Rebound was left at the side of the net and swung around the boards, but Blessy holds it in. Keeps it moving. Nice move there by Wheeler. Pass all the way across. One-timer. Net got knocked off. And we get the whistle. What a play that was. Well, then the process down it, he knocked the net off and the puck did not go. Faceoff will be to his left. But great vision there by Blessy to get that pass all the way through. And it looked like the shot hit the outside of the net and stayed out. Still 7-3, a minute to go on the penalties. Reeder, that's Dylan Reeder, had his shot blocked. And chipped out of the zone for Algazzini, but the puck settled behind him, and Bartow coming out of the zone took it away. Elijah Bartow behind the net. 66 in white, the defenseman in the corner. Lost the handle though. Had some help from Lucas. Plays it behind the net. Menexis now on it at the half wall. Peter Menexis, 3 goals on the night. Has had a few chances for 4. Hasn't gotten that quite yet. Jet Lucas now. From the circle there. Tried to center it. Got blocked. Picked up though and moved out for Dylan Reeder. Steps into the circle. Shoots. Save made. Rebound was left there for a moment. But Donahue jumps on it and covers. 15 seconds to go on the penalties. And 8:52 to go in the hockey game. Still a 7-3 lead for the half Hollow Hills Hornets. Off the face-off, cleared to the blue line. Bartow held it in, but Zoles followed it up. Gets it out of the zone and then backhands it deep. That should do it for the coincidental minors here. As we're back to 5 aside. Sent all the way down by Villaro. 8.5 to play. 7-3. Here's Dylan Reeder as the Hornets look to run out the clock. Huang dumps it in to the near side corner. Wolney on that puck, but it was taken away, and starting back up with it is Waller. Here's Jack Waller, gets the red line, dumps it in. He'll chase after it, and Reeder just beat him to the puck. Kept it moving up the board, stepping down, trying to pinch in there. And was getting some help from the linesman was Zoles. Reeder, though, took it away. Dylan Reeder trying to split through the defense and was stood up there just inside the blue line. Now the pass comes to Reeder in the circle, shoots, and that just getting a piece of that. And now knocking the net off once again as he tried to get over to the post was Donahue. With 7:36 to go in the third, as we're just shy of the halfway point of period number 3. So Valley Stream running out of time here. Another face-off in their defensive zone. Able to build a little momentum there at the end of the second, heading into the third, but momentum has seemed to run dry a little bit here. There's a lot of time spent in their defensive zone. Hornets doing a good job of at least keeping the puck down there. Chipped ahead though, but a bit too far, and Solomon takes it, goes D to D with it, and Gold will send it up for Blessy. Almost ran into his defenseman after taking that pass from him, and then turned it over. Zoll's back over the line, drag shoots, and the glove save Rossi. That one from just inside the blue line, but Zoll's did a good job of using Solomon as a screen there. And you could see for about a split second, Rossi couldn't pick it up, but he was able to find it at the last moment. .7:01 to play. It'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Storm. A lot of the players parked there in the slot. Faceoff comes back to Zolls, whose slap shot was blockered away, and now flying back up is Blessy. His shot deflects towards the net, a bouncing puck. A good save there by Donahue. He was able to play it off to the corner. This one chipped out of the zone. Gold trying to work through Steinberg. Eventually Valley Stream takes the puck back, but they failed on the clearing attempt. And the Hornets will keep it moving. Reversed around the goal though. Bond took it. And this one just held in by Blessy. Couldn't follow it up though. Second attempt will do the job to clear the zone for Half Hollow Hills from Nicholas Bond. To Gary. As we rapidly approach 6 minutes to go, we'll take it behind his own net. Now with a full head of steam, starts up the ice. DeGarry over the blue line, cuts towards the slot, bouncing puck, and then it got knocked off his stick. And here's Mossbacher. Flips it up ahead. Blessy tried to backhand it in before he went to the bench. It didn't get deep. And now the Storm pick it up. It's Zolls. Tried to dump it in and got chipped right back out. Here comes Mossbacher back the other way, 3-on-3. Mossbacher, a nice saucer pass all the way through, and the shot stopped and held by Donahue. Keeping his team within 4 with 5:34 to go here in period number 3. Faceoff will be to the left here of Patrick Donahue. Off the draw, one back by the Storm. Chip it ahead at the half wall. Nearly a turnover, and it, in fact, will be as Chet Lucas took it away just inside the blue line. Tried to backhand it down. Algazzini took it. Nice move to step around Fazio, and he enters the zone. Sends it around the net. Dylan Reeder waiting for it. Up ahead for Lucas. Could be a 3-on-2 here if the Hornets push it. Pass on the wrong side of Mossbacher, but he adjusts. Drops it. Fazio walks right through to the slot. Takes the shot, save made, rebound. Was left available, and another big right pad save on Racklin. Here is D to D. Racklin moves down to the half wall. Drops it for Fazio. Moves it back down for Racklin. Racklin centering pass, chipped just wide off the stick of Lucas. Mossbacher able to step through with the puck. Moves to the circle, tried to pull the trigger. His shot never got through. Behind the net, Lucas moves to the corner, plays it back behind for Joseph Fazio. He's taken to the boards. Kept it moving for Lucas. Tried to make a quick cut there, taking off the puck though, and Steinberg backhands it ahead for Algazzini. Trying to make something happen here with 4 minutes to go. Lost the handle, and Racklin was able to take it away out of harm's way. Move it ahead for Lucas, who made a nice move. trying to bring the puck with him. Gets it on to Mossbacher, and from the circle, Mossbacher cuts back. Fazio calling for it. Instead, the drop pass for Reeder, sticked out of play by the goaltender, Donahue. 3:49 to go here in the third. Looks like Valley Stream here rapidly running out of time to try and mount this third period comeback, and Half Hollow Hills doing a great job of holding the puck in the offensive zone as that shot was stopped. Goes to the corner. Rosengold trying to move towards the slot. His shot got blocked. Tie up there in the near side corner. 2-on-2 battle. So we had 3.5 to go. Conroy comes away with it. Shakes around one defender, starts up the ice now. Conroy over the blue line. On the backhand, looking for some help. Stumbled down to the ice as Brandon Reeder stripped him of the puck. Reeder tries to backhand it ahead. It was picked off and by Joseph Boletta, who tried to throw it up the ice, turned it over though. And then given right back and dumped ahead. Conroy trying to get there first. He will from the circle. Conroy chips it on, and that went off the outside of the net. Half Hollow Hills starting back the other way, trying to add on here in the final minutes. In the corner, Rosengold centering pass, and the save was made. The rebound chipped over the net. It got stuck under the pad of Donahue. And it was dug free, but the rebound sent a bit too high. Bartow throws it right back through the slot. 2.5 to go in the period. Merging with it, Menexis, what a move. Menexis to the front, couldn't pull the trigger, now does, and he scores. Menexis, nearly a highlight reel goal, was able to make something out of nothing, get his 4th of the game. What a move that was. Couldn't quite pull the trigger as he lost the handle there initially, but was able, with Donahue slightly out of position, throw it back on net and bank it in off the goaltender. That'll make it an 8-3 game. 2:20 to play. Face-off controlled here by the Storm, as appears they'll run out of time and drop to 3-7-0-1 on the season. And their losing streak to 2 as they'll 2 days from now try to flush this game and go at it with Massapequa at 8 p.m. and try to get a big win there to get themselves right back in it. Meanwhile, Half Hollow Hills following up a shutout with not quite a shutout, but another pretty dominant performance. 8-3 as of right now, under 2 minutes to go. Mossbacher trying to add on, lost the handle. Their next game also 2 nights from now on the 5th, 8:15 p.m. against Roslyn East Williston, Carl Place. Here is another 2-goal scorer tonight. Solomon gave it on for Huang, but that play was offside. 1:26 to go. Third period. Meanwhile, the Hornets will improve to 4-5-0-0 on the year, pick up points 7 and 8. Therefore, jump the Storm, who are currently sitting at 7 points. And those 2 teams will trade places. Hornets will move into 5th. And drop the Storm back to 6th place. That one from the outside thrown towards the net. Save made by Donahue. 1:18 remaining. And another defensive zone draw here for Valley Stream. Chip towards the front, picked up in the slot, turnaround shot blocked. And now kept alive in the corner. Rosengold tries to keep it moving. Dump towards the blue line to flex out of the zone. Solomon back on it. Picked up his first 2 goals of the season tonight. Scoring goals 2 and 4. Dylan Solomon, the defenseman, looking for a possible hat trick there as he tried to split the D. Lost the handle though. And it slid in on Donahue, who covers with 50.7 remaining. Faceoff will be to the right here of Patrick Donahue. Solomon fires, and that one similar to his first 2 goals, but that one flooded high and over the net, thrown right through the crease and goes wide. Now Solomon on it again. Plays it down for Mossbacher. To the corner. Mossbacher behind the net. Wrapped around the boards. First one on it here is Gold. Fumbled the puck though a little bit, and could have been a chance there up the ice. But Leto trying to handle it. There's Jack Mahalik, who could have went on the breakaway there. Now Mahalik taking Gold off the puck, thrown back towards the front. Final 15 seconds. One last rush for the Storm if they choose to do so. They dump it ahead, no icing. Mahalik and Bartow will be the first ones there. Bartow will pin it to the corner, chip it ahead, and that'll do it. A strong 8-3 victory tonight for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets as they defeat the Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook Varsity Storm squad 8-3. A big-time win for the goalie, Brandon Rossi, who picks up his first victory of the season, improving to 1-1-0 on the year. And with that victory, the Hornets 4-5-0-0 now, jump the Storm as they pick up points 7 and 8 and move into 5th place in the varsity division for the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Thank you so much for joining us. These 2 teams will be right back on it, not against each other, but their next game's 2 nights from now on the 5th of January, as the Hornets will look to keep the wins going, and the Storm will look to bounce back from a few tough losses. But thank you so much for tuning in here on LISN. For Rowan Laddick and everyone here at LI Sports Network, I'm Brady Campbell. The final score, the Half Hollow Hills Hornets 8 and the Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook Storm 3. You've been tuned in to the New York Islanders High School Hockey League here on LI Sports Network. Happy New Year, everybody, and have a good night.